What's up, everybody? I'm So Awesome One here today. In today's video, let's talk about the struggle of paying half of your significant other's rent while you're living with them, because you can't be a freeloader forever, even though we would all love to be freeloaders. Now, if you're all wondering what this is about the Kenz and Optic Scumpy breakup, because apparently she left him because he's, quote, a bum who wanted her to pay half the rent even though she was living with him. It's like, this sounds like the struggle is very real in that situation. Long story short, she left. She got a new boyfriend literally like 2 days later, and Scumpy can't really respond because of his sponsors and all that stuff. I'm not going to show any of the tweets because they've all been deleted, and I really don't feel like searching for all of them, and it's just stupid. It's like, when you live with somebody, you're supposed to do that thing. What's that thing? It's on top of my head. Oh yeah, you're supposed to support your significant other in any way you can. If you live with somebody, you can't sit there and be a freeloader. That's not the way the world works. That's not the way the world was intended to work. You want to make things work, and that's not the way it should work. And she's sitting here complaining, he wanted me to pay half the rent, blah, blah, blah. Scumpy made a video saying his rent was $2,400. No offense, I don't care how much money he's making off YouTube and all that. It's like $2,400 is still $2,400. Like, if I had $1 million and I was making $1 million a year, my kids would still be eating that Walmart brand of cereal. They'd be like, Daddy, can we get that Frosted Flakes? I'll say, no, son, you get that bag of Frosted Flakes, the ones that are like $1.50 at Walmart. That's the cereal you get, because I'm cheap. I like to save my money, and I like to spend it on stuff I like, not stuff that's stupid. Even though food isn't stupid, it's a necessity, but I'm a cheap person. That's the way I was raised. I grew up that kind of way. But it is what it is. But let's get back to this situation. She sits here, she leaves the guy who has 2 X Games gold medals, the greatest slayer in COD history, over 2 million subs on YouTube, and to say he's struggling, I sincerely doubt it. I really do. I mean, I can understand, though, he doesn't want to pay that much for rent, which I don't blame him. I don't care how much ad revenue you make. Seeing that much money go out at once, it breaks your heart. You look at your bank account or your bank statements, it breaks your heart. And it's just bullshit. I can understand where he's coming from. He's like, yeah, I make all this money from ad revenue, but when you see a bunch of money like that go out at once, and it's not even on something you quote by quote want, it sucks. It really, really does suck. But that's just the way life works. We see things go out of our bank accounts that we don't want to see, but they have to. But anyway, let's get to Kenz. She got a new boyfriend. She called Seth a bum. She called him, saying, and apparently there was a deleted tweet that got deleted immediately saying he had another girl over. But it's like, these women need to calm the hell down. Like, I'll admit it, most of my friends are guys, and when I'm in a relationship, I try and give my attention to my significant other, but I'm still gonna be friends with girls. That's just the way life works. You can't sit there and try and make it where you're only friends with one significant gender. That's not how it works. I mean, unless Scump was like fucking the chick in the bed, I mean, that's a different story. But I sincerely doubt that at all. These women need to stop being so damn crazy and stop thinking, oh, well, I'm a woman, I deserve this, and this is the way things should be, it's my way or the highway. Not when your man's name is on the house and everything else. No offense, it's basically his way or the highway, and that's the way it works. And you sit here and brag, oh, I bring in all this money, then why are you complaining about paying $1,200 a month to, support and live with your boyfriend? It's like, really? It's not that hard. That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I didn't know the struggle was so real that you couldn't support your significant other. But the thing is, we don't even know what she does. Apparently she has a Twitch channel that she gets donations off, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. But, you could do this thing. What's this thing you could do? Oh yeah, it's called get a job. Get a job. And it's not like the economy's in this shithole or anything. Business is booming. You know, people are hiring left and right, especially around my area. People are hiring left and right. Go get a job. I work for Amazon. Amazon's hiring. All you need is a high school diploma or a GED, and bam, you're hired, girl. That's all you need. You know, all you need is some education and the personality of something better than a rock, and then bam, you're hired. Or is it because you feel like you don't want to be embarrassed because you know you're dating an esports guy, but they look at you, you know, and they look at you like, oh, you work a normal job. Oh, that's stupid. And then they compare you to him, even though he has a great job and he wakes up every day. He loves it. He loves what he does. And you know, it does take up a lot of your time because it takes a lot of time to capture gameplay. Then you got to edit it. Then you got to render it. Then you got to upload it. And that's not even including if you're capturing multiple things in a day for multiple uploads throughout the week. You know, that's just the way things are. And, you know, it takes up a lot of your time. He's not always going to have time for his significant other. And, you know, they need to understand that. That's why you need to be straightforward with them and say, hey, you know, this is going to take up all my time. Most of my time. You know, there may be days where, like, I don't text you or something. You know, that's just the way it is. And do I think, you know, you should sit on your ass all day and play video games? No, but when it's your job and you're loving it and you're getting paid a bunch of money to do it, I don't blame you. You know, that's the greatest feeling ever. You're doing a job you love, it pays you a lot, and you're happy. And, you know, she just needs to get her head out of her ass and fucking just stop being basically a whiny bitch and feel like she's entitled to fucking, oh, well, I'm entitled to this and I shouldn't have to pay this. But it's like, well, then you should go live with your parents and see if you could freeload off them for the rest of your life. But, you know, it is what it is. I personally think Scump is a really great COD guy, and I can't wait to watch more of his content. Alright, everybody. That's been my little rant on this. Thought I'd throw my 2 cents worth in. I'm So Awesome One. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for visiting my channel. I really appreciate it. All of you have a nice day, and let me know what your feelings are in the comment section down below. Peace.